Okay, here's number 3 in this on mistranslations and citations in Herodotus. I want you to know I'm doing this off of OSU EDU. It's the Department of Linguistics out of Ohio State University. And yeah, there's my symbol thing of my web network. We're looking at the Herodotus project that they had. It's ethnonyms of the African people. They've broken apart and realized where they're talking about Ethiopians that are here and there and so on. And this is one that contained the Ethiopians in Africa. And so we want to look at that. And it shows you that they're not talking about people up at the top of the Nile, but then there's a strange thing. So I want to show you that. Now this is Ethiopians right here, right? So the main gist of this is where it tells you the troglodytes, who are faster than any other men, live in caves. They're chased by the Garamanti warriors in 4-horse chariots. The people have a strange speech. They eat snakes, lizards, and other creeping things, and their speech is like bat squeaks. And I thought it said bat screeches. It's in a few of the, I think it's at least 2, it says screeching of bats instead of squeaking. So there's little things about it, but I just want to read this passage to you. We're not going to read the whole thing where he tells you cattle walk backwards and graze and do silly stuff. We're going to go from 4 right here. Okay, so it's the passage 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go right here. These Garamantes, the warriors, go in their 4-horse chariots chasing the cave-dwelling Ethiopians, for the Ethiopian cave-dwellers are swifter of foot than any other men whom tales have brought to us. They live on snakes and lizards and such like creeping things. Their speech is like no other in the world. It is like the squeaking of bats. And I thought it was screeching. So, this has been translated back in 1920. And then what we have here is the passage here. So what I did was I'm going to grab that from 4 and go all the way down. And as if we could point each other, this is the bats. And I've captured it. And now we're going to go up here. And we're going to put it in. This other translator is just a word translator, and I threw a bunch of words in and it pulled it up. So here it is, and you can tell that down here, if you can read it in that small print, that it's French, been done here, but it does tell you Garamantes, Troglodytes, Aethiopus, and so on, so okay, great. So what does it say here that says? See if this sounds like the last sentence I said over there. The Garamans are the thrall loaders. They are the only ones who have been tortured. They are the only people who are the only ones who are interested in listening. And the idols and the lizards and the tabernacles shall be satisfied. They shall speak of such things as the firstborn, but the third of them shall be. Again, it says something on the same line towards at the end of it, but there it says something a little bit different. And thrall loaders, what's a thrall? Well, I'll tell you, there's an ancient tale of these thrall warriors. These thralls would have tattoos on their bodies of all their adventures and things, and so you could look at a thrall and tell exactly where he was from, what he had done, and all these things, and it was supposedly like pictographs on their bodies. They would become extremely tattooed. They're thrall warriors. They had this certain edict to them, a different type of warrior class, and things like that, supposedly. Now, are those the same Garamantes, and are those the Garamans, and is that the Germans too? What? This is strange, but just want to show you this again. This is a 3-time part in it, and I hopefully will get somebody who's a real good Greek speaker to explain to me how screwed up translators are and how it could possibly come across with these odd messages. Peace.